It's week 1 of the NFL, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Raiders and the Chargers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Great to start the season with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, getting set for 2 AFC West rivals to kick off the new season, and each one with a new coach from a year ago. The Raiders' Antonio Pierce finished the last 9 games last year, Greg. Now it's his full-time job. On the other side, welcome back to the NFL, Jim Harbaugh.
I think one of the coolest things about this, Mike, is just really the 2 very different paths each of these head coaches have taken to be in this position today. I mean, just think back a year ago. Did anyone in the NFL think Antonio Pierce would be the head coach of the Raiders? But rightfully so, he deserved this after taking over last year as the interim. And then, of course, Jim Harbaugh. Great success in college. Prior to that, a lot of success at the NFL level. It was never a matter of when he would come back. It was where. Here he is with the Chargers week 1, and is a heck of a matchup.
It is the opener of the 2024 season for these 2 teams, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And their quarterback is the all-time leading passer for the Raiders, Derek Carr, the veteran.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see what's in store for us that these games finally now matter.
And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up. Carr working out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Chargers led out by Justin Herbert in his 5th season now, Greg, as the Charger QB, a guy we saw win the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd and 7. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Williams in motion. Throwing is Herbert on third down. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This a 46-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Raiders offense ready to possess the football for the second time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. They get the guard, Jackson Powers Johnson. Carr now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Carr now. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Chargers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Robert Spillane spills him there. Throwing, Herbert. That is left side and taken in by Allen. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Herbert to throw. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Herbert gives it to Eckler. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
2nd down and 8. Pistol here for Herbert. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Cleveland Ferrell, former 4th overall pick of the Raiders, gets in there for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Renfro brought in motion. On 1st down, Carr. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Carr now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Carr. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And he's in. Rockers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His 1st NFL touchdown in his very 1st NFL game. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Herbert. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Austin Eckler out of the backfield, and it's going to be third down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on third down. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A gain of 11 there, and a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Throwing again, Herbert. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Herbert to the air again. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll give it to Eckler on the option into the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. 2nd and a yard. It's the tight end. They run it once more with Eckler. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Now, Herbert. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the give, it's Eckler. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 4th down. Here's Cameron Dicker now, on for the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers are back within 1. It's 7-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. So this next drive about to get going. We remind you, coming up later tonight, the regular season premiere of Sunday Night Football. It's a good one. Playoff rematch, Stafford against Goff, the Rams and the Lions from Ford Field. That's at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, we wrap up Week 1 with Monday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers gets another shot at a Monday opener. The Jets and Niners from Santa Clara, 8:15 Eastern. 5:15 West Coast time. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Carr working out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Raiders. Davis to return it. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Chargers offense and running back Austin Eckler are getting set for their next drive. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Herbert now on first down. Second down and 3. Now, a handoff to Eckler. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's caught by Eckler. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. On the handoff, this is Eckler. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Cleveland Furl able to make the stop. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Again, it's Eckler. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. From the gun, it's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. The Raiders offense ready to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense, and their running back set to go once more. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. To throw is Herbert. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On the RPO, quickly in the hands of Cooper. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. They'll go play action with Carr. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And he'll manage only the 34-yard line. He's brought down after a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Catch made there by Allen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Now Herbert again. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball.
He's got his big tight end, Hunter Henry. Touchdown Chargers. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but After not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That ball incomplete. Got the hand, pick it up. Could have been a big game. And sets up 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Here's their punter now, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. This pass caught right side. It's Allen. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game as this one is also good. And the Chargers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First down throw for Carr. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visiting Titans who were able to walk away with the road victory. Marcus Mariota, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Tua Tagovailoa with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. The Chargers were led in the first half by their star quarterback, Justin Herbert. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys
quarter
lead
set to
at the break.
commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense. And Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Here's 2nd and 6. Running right up the gut, it's Eckler. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They run this straight ahead with Eckler. He'll get this across midfield, down to the 48. Nicholas Morrow there to bring him down. 3rd and 6. Now Herbert. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. He's still on his feet. And he's in. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Herbert. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw, it's Herbert. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the give to Eckler. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. This is taken at his own 30. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back is Carr. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. The ball comes out. The Chargers have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. He gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. Off the play fake. Here's Carr. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Carr, throwing from the pistol. This one taken in by Renfro. Here's 3rd and 2. Carr working out of the gun. Toward the perimeter, it's Cooper. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? And they'll try it now with Jacobs. And he's going to have the Raiders' 1st down. They get it easily. It was 4th and 1, and the pickup was 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Now a 3rd and 2. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
That's a great job defensively. The goal of every defense in the NFL is to accomplish one of two things: turnovers, force field goals. In this case, the big 3rd down stop is most likely going to lead to the latter. Really nice job there in the red zone.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On play action, it's Herbert. That is left side and taken in by Allen. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is why speed on the perimeter is just so critical. To be able to get from the right side of the field all the way across to the left downfield, you better get there quickly, because I'll tell you what, those pass rushers up front, they're not getting further away.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Herbert gives it to Eckler. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Wadarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely, because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
And he's got another one. Hunter Henry, touchdown Chargers. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Dylan Laube. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Renfro brought in motion. Carr now to throw on 1st down. That complete to Jacobs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. Open man, that's Renfro.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. On the ground, it's Jacobs. The Raiders send their punt team out. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They run it once more with Eckler. And he's going to get this up near the 1st down marker. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. 3rd and a yard. He'll try and run for the 1st with Eckler.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Chargers get set to kick it away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. And time again, Greg, the yards on the ground have been very difficult to come by.
Yeah, and it really goes against conventional wisdom, Mike. You hear so often everyone talk about you run the ball to open up the pass, and really that's not necessarily true. Oftentimes when you're having trouble on the ground, the best way to open things up underneath is by passing the ball, and that could be a variety of ways. Throwing it downfield, screen passes, swing passes. Just get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and open things up.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Here's Carr. To the left side, it is caught by Myers.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's going to have a Raiders 1st down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. Carr now. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now, Carr. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He's got the hook up there to Cooper. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. And this has been the start of the season you hope for. You held serve at home, have the lead here in the 4th quarter, and now it's all about bleeding down that clock. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. He'll give it to Eckler on the option, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's 3rd and 7. Again, it's Eckler. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll put Everett in motion here. They'll go back to Eckler here on 1st down. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll put Everett in motion here. On 2nd down, it's Eckler. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Herbert to throw for it on 4th down. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Call it a gain of 13, and the Chargers have the first down. Now, Herbert. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's a 3rd and 10. Williams in motion. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Now Carr. That's caught left side by Cooper. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
2nd and a yard. Carr. To the right side, hauled in by Myers.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On first down, Carr. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's going to be taken down. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Back is Carr. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Now here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Carr. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Michael Mayer, the tight end, was targeted with that one. And now it's 4th and goal. Throwing is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to the 20.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They go down to an 8, and that's the way to start the new campaign. 1 game, 1 win here in this season opener. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.